Again, if you feel a silent rage about me here, this is my third attempt at making this video, because first time my bracket fell off my window, and the second time my phone ran out of memory. iPhones are just great, aren't they? Anyway guys, how's it? If you know me, then you won't really need to pay attention to this, but if you don't know me, I'll give you a wee bit of brief background on my history, or on me, to kind of go along with the context of this video, the reason why I'm making it, and so on and so forth. I'm 20 years old, I work a call centre, I drive a few Grande Punto, and I live with my mum and stepdad. That's all you need to know, then out at least. The reason why I'm making this video is to kind of make something for you guys to remind you to appreciate what you've got, and to look forward to what you're going to get. Now last night it kind of came into perspective for me that this year I'm 21. That's fucking scary. That is fucking scary. I'm 21 years of age in less than 6 months. No, near enough, a wee bit over 6 months, sorry, apologise. A wee bit over 6 months. I'm going to be 21 years of age, and that to me is fucking scary. Very scary. Sorry for long pause, I'm trying to focus on fucking driving here. There's a bus that's all over the joint. But 21 years of age this year is fucking scary. And over the last couple of years or so, there's been a lot of massive changes to my life. Obviously I'm the same old guy, I still talk a load of mince, I still talk a load of shite. Same old guy that everybody knew in high school, if you know me from high school, if they're watching this. But I've always been the same guy, but the context of my life, everything that's happened in my life has been massively changed over the last 4 or 5 years since leaving high school. Me, I'm 21 this year. I've got 2 baby brothers who are going to be 3 this year. I've got another baby sister who's just arrived, and my also baby brother Ryan is going to be in his mid-teens this year. That fucking makes me scared. That makes me old. That makes me feel as though everything's just flew by and I've not paid attention to it. Now, I'm going to kind of put this back into context, kind of go off topic here, but I'm going to try and put this into context for you. In 2013, I'd say about near enough the start of 2013, March, I moved to up north. I moved to Aberdeen to kind of get my life in proportion and get myself a job after leaving one down here. It was what's it called, commission based only thing, and I didn't have very much to it. So I moved up there to try and make a living, to try and be better with myself and to be with my then girlfriend. But somewhere along the way, things began to gradually get worse. I thought I was going to be better off being there, because obviously I had a job. I had a job set up before I moved up there, and I had everything else I needed. I had accommodation, I had travel and stuff like that, all sorted. But then closer, well, I'll put it this way, at the end of the period that I was there, that I was up there, I found myself living on £10 every 2 weeks. And a lot of people might cringe at it and say, oh, you're not so hard done by. A lot of people don't even have that to live on after a while, and stuff like, just basic stuff like that. But see, if I'm going to be honest, after living in abundance my whole life, I've never wanted for anything. Never ever ever wanted for anything. My dad, my mum, my stepdad, my stepmum, they've always provided for me. They've always given me a roof to live under, and hot food on my plate, and clothes on my back. I've always had what I needed. But I never had the abundance that other people had, like those who got their cars early and stuff like that. But other than that, that's a completely different story altogether. Now, the way that I want to put this here, I was living on £10 every 2 weeks. £10 every 2 weeks for a guy like me, the size of me at least, is not a lot. Come on, fuck. It's not a lot. But I still managed to do it, and then eventually I just had enough of it. I had to go. Eventually I just had enough, and I had to get out. I had to come back home to live without wanting again, and have money at the ready, and just get myself back into shape. But when I came back down, my life was still the same. I was just sitting about, not living with anything, and I couldn't buy myself new clothes, I couldn't buy myself what I wanted, I couldn't get myself a car, stuff like that. And eventually I just found myself starting to become depressed. Now, being depressed at 19, it's not nice at all, really not nice. But I got through it, I managed to get through it. So anyone who's suffering from depression, maybe a wee bit more severe than what I am at least, but if you're suffering with depression, you can get by it. Nothing's stopping you getting by it. But when I came back down in July, I think it was. Aye, July. Came down mid-July. I left here, I went up there start of March. Came down here in mid-July, about 4 months afterwards, because that's as long as I could hack it. I came back 4 stone heavier. That's quite shocking. 4 stone over 4 months. I lost it all. For, I think it was November, before I left to go to New York City with my dad and stuff. That was already pre-arranged, so that's different. That's a different story. I didn't pay anything for that myself. There goes my Uncle Finn. But I was also finding myself in a bit of a sticky situation, because I was here without money and I couldn't be bothered living off my gran anymore. So obviously I started job hunting. I came across the job that I'm working in just now. If you're watching this and you work with me, you know that how I came into the job. I just found it online and applied. I've been in this job for, I'd probably say about a year and a half now. And it's a job that it gets you by, it pays the bills, it gets you, and it got me this. It got me this right here. My first car, a 2009 Reg Fiat Grande Punto, and I never at one point in my life dreamed that I was going to get a car like that. Never. Did not think I was going to get a car like this for my first car. I thought I was going to be driving a rust bucket Corsa B. But because of this job, I managed to get myself one of these, and for that I'm all too grateful. Then I was also able to finance spending money for New York. I was also able to finance a holiday, which I'm going in July, to Cyprus. Also able to finance a tattoo. Something I've always wanted my whole life. I wanted that since my 16th birthday. Car I wanted since my 15th, but that's besides the point. But then I realised, like, over the course of, I'd probably say about a year or so since I've been in this job, my life has changed dramatically. I've had a car right here. I've managed to live my life with my parents. I've managed to go to New York City. I've managed to pay for a holiday to Cyprus, one of the most expensive places to go in the summer. I've managed to get myself the tattoo of my dreams. I've managed to buy myself decent clothes. I've managed to do a lot of things that a lot of people don't actually have the privilege of doing, and for that I'm insanely appreciative. But there's always that wanting for more. Everybody's got that in their mind. It's the same sort of idea with the human brain. If you're living in scarcity, you're always wanting abundance. Even the smallest upgrade is appreciated, and as you progress you want more and more and more and more. So if you're wanting more and more and more and more, you're just going to find yourself getting stuck at a point where you're going to want more but you can't get it. And that's the kind of rut I've found myself in just now. I've got to the point where I'm driving a decent car, I'm working a normal job, normal everyday job, I'm living with my mother and my stepdad, and I've still got money to blow. But I want more. Everybody wants more, and that's something that I've actually come to appreciate, the fact that your human body, you're always going to be hardwired to want more. You're wanting more abundance. But I'm not the figure of abundance. I'm just a guy who came down and changed his life in a space of, I'd probably say about 6 months. And a lot of people will be watching this and thinking to yourselves, It's not. It's too long. You want an instant change, and don't get me, I want an instant change. I want to wake up one day to see that my bank account had some reason had £1 million put in it. I want that, but it's never going to happen unless you work for it. Seriously. But that's beside the point. I mean, me, I've always wanted to wake up one day and look at my door and see a Lamborghini. I've always wanted to wake up in my own house, my own 5-bedroom house, walk through my office with all my gaming computers and get down into my living room with my massive flat screen TV. I've always wanted that. Of course, I've kind of got a semi like that. I've got a small room with a 42-inch and an Xbox One, but that's besides the point. The way I want my life is to be in abundance, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. But first you've got to stop and appreciate what you have. And what I mean by that is, stop and look at your family. Last year, myself and my family lost one of a loved one. We lost someone that was never, by 1,000 miles, expected. No one expected her to go. Not at that age. And it was an absolute fucking shock. Sorry if I swear, but it's an absolute shock. My dad phoned me and let me know. And what? I couldn't understand it. We're getting by, everyone's getting by, but we really wish that she was here. Everyone does. But what you've got to do is you've got to stop and appreciate what you have. If you've got your dad, appreciate your dad. If you've got your mum, appreciate your mum. If you've got your wee granny, appreciate her. Live with what you've got. Me, I'm fucking happy. I'm happy with what I've got here. I've got a wee car that can go 0 to 60 in fucking 7 seconds. I've got a wee car that fucking gets me up and down the road. I've got everything that I need. I've got clays. I've got a leggy. I've got a bed. I've got a house to live in. I've got a job. And I'm appreciative of everything I've got. But I'm obviously going to keep trying to make that better. I want to get a better car. I want to get a better job. I want to live in my own house. I want to have a dog. I want a better tattoo. I want more tattoos. I want everything that everybody wants. But I'm going to have to work for it. And I'm going to try and make this a daily, maybe a weekly series, depending on how I'm feeling. I'll do this on my drives to work. And I'll put these videos up for you to watch and kind of know over it. If you don't want to listen to them, then just don't bother. But it's here for you to listen to. Be appreciative of what you've got. Understand that not everything is going to be there forever, but if you've got it, you better appreciate it whilst it's there. Or you work harder to get more. Now, obviously family members and stuff, you can't replace those. But you can always work hard to make sure that they feel as though they're appreciated whilst they're here. Not everyone lives forever. Especially me, especially your gran, especially your mum, especially your dad. Everybody knows that. But for God's sake, whilst they're here, appreciate them. It's the same idea as appreciating what you've got in terms of material things. Everybody's wanting for more. You've got to work for more. And I think that's it for this one. I'll record another one the next time I'm going to work, and obviously, as I said, I'll release it on a weekly basis. Every Monday. You know what? We'll do it on a weekly basis, every Monday. Some guys looking at me as if I'm a fucking idiot. Because I'm talking on my phone. But every Monday, I'll release a video. And it'll all be recorded on my drives to work. You'll hear me shouting, cussing and swearing at other drivers. You'll hear me saying the usual stuff, but the context will still be there. And I really hope that you guys will watch them. You'll enjoy them. And hopefully you'll get something away from them. And maybe I'll start a YouTube series with it, as per recommended by a couple of you. I won't be doing rants or anything like that though. Enjoy the rest of your time, guys. And I'll see you.